Pre-game ceremonies winding down. First pitch moments away from Citi Field. It's the Nationals and the Mets. Next. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Game number 3 of this new season between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, and I think right now both teams are just trying to get into the flow of the season. It's a first series. You just want to get through this, start getting used to playing every day. Hopefully come out of the gate strong.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order will read like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Michael Taylor will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
First pitch, 1-11.
And he lays off for ball 1. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that's off his leg on the mound. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him? And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Michael Taylor has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Anthony Rendon will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Nobody out, runner on first. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called, one away. And there's something he just may well remember for quite a while. His first big league punch out. I'm sure he's hoping it'll be the first of many, many more.
And you hear a lot of pitching coaches talking about pitchers letting their defense do the work. But the truth is, if you want to stick around in the big leagues, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands every once in a while, too. In this day and age, you have to be able to strike guys out if you want to be successful.
Bryce Harper will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. First pitch coming. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he struck him out.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Jason Worth will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Swinging a ground ball to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
Batting fifth, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. They'll go to work against the American League Cy Young Award winner from 2013, the hard-throwing right-hander Max Scherzer. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Gary Cox will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Out in front of a changeup as he rolls over it to second. Oh, and it's trouble here for Espinosa.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and he kind of just stabs at it, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
Number 30 will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball. Maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
1-0 on the way. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Yeah, Matt. Not the start you're hoping for away from home. He needs to really concentrate here before he gets himself into trouble.
A runner at first with no outs here. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Batting third, right
You know,
fielder,
it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Michael Lee will take his cuts now. And here's the first pitch. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0.
1-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled back. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Three-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
And this is going to be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that ball is gone. Home run. And how about that? Michael Lee has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Number 3 will dig in here.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 3.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there, 2 down.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
David Lee will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. On the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Wilson Ramos will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Another 0-2 coming. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Ryan Zimmerman will get his first shot at it here. Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
When we get a look here at the grip on that last cutter, you can see he holds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment, it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago. Lined into left center. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Daniel Murphy will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Michael Cuddyer will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Ball 2 to Cuddyer. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
1 out, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
3-2, here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Brian McCann will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Out of play, off to the right. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
Tom Glavine will step in now. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And Ramos will look up and make the catch to retire the side. Mets strand one. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. Danny Espinosa is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now for Washington, second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw is low and it gets by, but it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Batting ninth,
Well, you'll see it. After the
Max
bare hand, he's got to
Scherzer.
throw it against his body. I think he would have been better served to just put this one in his pocket, but he rushed the throw and he threw it away.
Max Scherzer will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And this bounces on McCann, but a good block there as he's able to keep it close.
He's gonna steal, I'm telling you.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Number 30 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
A lot of times when the pitchers know you're bunting, they'll give you a high fastball like this. It's very easy to keep that bat too low. He just pops this one straight up.
Michael Taylor will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
That runner's leaning.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Inside here with a cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
The second hit of the ball game for him right there. This one's an RBI triple, and he's in scoring position himself with just one away.
Anthony Rendon will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he's got to get with the program here. That's an important run down there at third. You can't be chasing pitches like that.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Bryce Harper will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Low for ball one. For Rendon, he's at second with his second double of this young season.
Go, New York.
Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Smart to keep an eye on him. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. And Worth among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Wilson Ramos, we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Gary Cox makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Gary Cox.
and that misses ball one. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Full count now, 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And after your guys just gave you 2 runs the last half inning, you don't want to start giving them right back. A leadoff walk? I mean, no way. You can't do that right there.
Number 30 will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
You win the Cy Young, you're going to get a few calls like that.
Let's go now. Face it here.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Michael Lee will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. And this is fouled at the plate. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
Hey, let him go already, would you?
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Give him the green light.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Let's go, one more
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Oh, look at this. Throw not in time, but boy, was that a remarkable effort just to get to that thing.
These are the tough ones for a first baseman. If this bounces a little sooner, it's not that tough of a scoop, but you see it short hop him and bounce right up toward his belt buckle. Not a safe spot. He can't dig it out.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Watch the DP!
And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Boy, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and now the wild pitch is going to make things even tougher, as that'll move 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out.
That's right. Wait for your pitch. Here we go.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crop.
Come on, top one.
2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now. David Lee will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Here comes the 2-0. Fastball way outside, and that's to the backstop. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Boy, and the defense has really let him down here in this inning. They've been hit with an error already. Now, a pass ball.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Daniel Murphy will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch outside. The throw not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal.
They have really taken some liberties against this guy here in the inning. Not only have they been hitting him hard, but now they're running wild off him too, as both guys move up 90 feet on the double steal.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And this is going to be a foul ball. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here he comes on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Michael Kadire will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Come on, New York. Here we go.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, and you have to figure he will not be thrilled with his performance in this one. Tanner Roark is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Brian McCann will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game, as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Now a line drive here. Caught at second by Espinoza, as he'll hang on here to record the 2nd out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Tom Glavine will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third. But he gets a great jump here, and now a 2-out single will drive home 2 instead of just 1.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Come on.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled back.
Go, 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 go.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals 2. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
What was that?
Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And this is hit hard up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Now batting, shortstop, Ian Desmond.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
This 4th inning's not starting out any better than the 3rd did.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Watch for a minute.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Danny Espinoza, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. No, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Danny Espinosa will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Nice.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Shut him down now.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back easily. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Murphy retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Tanner Roark will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with 1 man out. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Michael Taylor will stand in. He tripled homer run his last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hold those runners. Come on, guys, let's go.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
He's in the palm of your hand.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Nats leave a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Gary Cox will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Now the 2-0. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Number 30 waits on deck. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Another full count pitch home. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting, number 30.
Number 30 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Ball 1. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center. His second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Right there for strike 1.
Here we go, Michael. Let's go.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Number 3 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
All right, guys, make it happen.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They lead it 6-2. Anthony Rendon will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Nationals, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. One and two now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And a called strike two as he's pounding the knees here.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Here's the full count offering. And he takes ball four, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Jason Worth will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Let's get through here.
In there, and it's 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
Let's go, man.
Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. Lee has got it, and the side is retired. One left for Washington. They still trail here. It's 6-2. David Lee will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
David Lee.
First pitch on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, a tough play. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
I think you have to tip your cap to the effort we're seeing out there. Getting this ball before it gets through into left field. But about the only way you're going to throw a guy out from there is if the hitter actually trips getting out of the batter's box. And he'll beat this out easily.
Daniel Murphy will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two and 0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
3-0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
That one's in there, 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder
Michael Kadire will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Stay out of the double play.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. And this will open it up a bit more as the lead moves to 7-2. And he's safe.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hitting.
Brian McCann will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Now the first pitch. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch.
0-1.
The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now. One run scores. The throw to the plate. And the second run will score. It's now 9-2. Tom Glavine come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Espinosa. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Gary Cox will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
Move the runner along.
Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Fouled back. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Let's go, Matt.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now, he's not going to earn himself any points with this performance out of the bullpen so far. The control just hasn't been there. And, you know, that's mission number 1 for a reliever.
Number 30 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
Now a ball hit hard towards center, and this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases.
Right about now, I think these folks are saying, who is this guy? Well, that's his 3rd hit of the ballgame. Goes for extra bases and going to drive in a run.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And a ball 1-0.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Come on, New York.
Ball 2. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
The 2-0. In the dirt here, but quick reactions are going to keep those runners put at second and third.
All right. Nice let's go.
Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I don't think these guys are on the same page right now. You can see they've got a few harsh words for one another right there. They're going to have to sort this out quickly. This is one of those things you can't let linger.
Craig Stammen is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Number 3 will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Let's clear him right here.
Fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
He's ready now. The pitch. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And Ramos able to look this one into his glove for out number 2.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out. And now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
David Lee will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now.
Yeah, David, let's go. Let's get some across the ditch.
And this is low, but I'll block nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Taylor is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. Mets out in front, 10-2. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
First pitch coming. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Come on now. Let's get a kick right here.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Now the pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Ian Desmond will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Fouled straight back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Danny Espinoza, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. And that misses for ball 4.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Danny Espinoza will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First offering on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Yunel Escobar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Yunel Escobar.
First pitch to him. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is on the ground toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Michael Taylor will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair, And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Casey Janssen will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Daniel Murphy will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Lined hard, but foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Now here's a changeup that's pulled toward right center field. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting,
Michael Kadire will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. And here's a cut fastball, but he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that ball is out of here. So a solo shot there for Michael Kadire, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Brian McCann will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat.
Ryan McCann.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. That last home run believed to be in the neighborhood of 424 feet. 1 out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Now the 2-0 home to McCann. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for the Mets, pitcher
Tom Glavine will get an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and he's really earned it. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Taylor is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
Gary Cox will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here. Number 30 will stand in now. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles thus far.
Number 30.
Now here's the first pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow! Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Anthony Rendon will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Baseman, Anthony Rendon.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And there's the first out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Bryce Harper will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Full count pitch on its way. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Jason Worth will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first offering. And that's taken for strike one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Throwing the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
You talk about a throw eating a guy up at first. Look at how he lets this ball play him. Instead of going out to get the ball, he lets it get too deep. And at that point, it's hard to get those hands into a high enough position, and he can't make the play.
Wilson Ramos will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
Go home.
First pitch coming. And that misses inside 1-0.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls and a strike.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Ryan Zimmerman will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A 3-run home run for Ryan Zimmerman, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, he pitched so well for so long in this ball game, but I think the clock finally struck midnight on him here. He hung in there as long as he could, but I think this may be the one that finally sends him to the showers.
Ian Desmond will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Ian Desmond.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 428, the official estimate on that last home run. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Lee is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Mets lead it 13-5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Aaron Barrett will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 30, Aaron, now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot. Number 1.
Michael Lee will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that, so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Chopped at and hit fouled off to the left as he stays alive. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. It's the leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Here's the show motion version of that ball 4.
Number 3.
Whoa, look out! Well, that just shows how little time you have to react to a pitch that's coming in right at you like that.
Number 3 will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Number 1 backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
David Lee will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Daniel Murphy will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. And that hook's just fouled. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
See you, Matt.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Michael Kadire will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Let's go, Michael. Come on, Mike.
On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on
Your
this one.
attention, please. Now pitching for the
So with a
Nationals,
lefty waiting, they'll go to a
46.
lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Brian McCann will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. Now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Come on, let's show 'em. Here we go.
Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. Taylor is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
David Wright will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, David Wright.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Taylor is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they score 4 times on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 17-5. Jay Lee will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Lee.
Danny Espinoza will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for Washington, second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. You'll need to guard against that.
And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here, it's 2-1 now. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Number 1 will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Popcorn here.
2-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Now here's the pitch. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Michael Taylor will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Got a free swinger coming up.
Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and they remain well behind. Gary Cox will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Gary Cox.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
That's by him for strike 1.
Here we go.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Three and one now.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Now he goes the other way with the fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And see you later. That one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Jonathan Papelbon is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Number 30 will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Come on.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
The 0-2 now from Papelbon. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
One thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
Come on, Michael.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Swinging a shot towards second, and that's through for a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Number 3 will stand in with a run in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Let's get something going.
And here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. In the dirt here. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Now a fork ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Boy, and they've had his number all through this one. He's now 1 for 6 in this ball game. Man, that hurts.
David Lee will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Come on, David.
Lays off 1-0.
Get it out of here.
And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. He'll go the short way to Espinoza, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 18-5. Anthony Rendon will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
In there, and it's even at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
out of play. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His third strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Bryce Harper will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Nationals down to their final out now. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. First offering on the way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. And that's waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
Boy, I'll tell you, you can't hit what you can't see. These have been some really uncomfortable at-bats.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it, and they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And the Mets offense this afternoon was led in part by this guy, Michael Cuddyer. One for the ages. He's our top player of the game.
Well, He winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 18-5. So long from New York.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.